Good afternoon and welcome to this presentation of Concordia University Chicago Athletics. On a picture-perfect day this Saturday afternoon in River Forest, Illinois, we've got women's lacrosse on tap as the Cougars take on the Franklin College Grizzlies. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Alex Campbell. The Cougars were only able to play 5 games last year before the season was shut down, but they won all 5 and have picked right up where they left off last year, 3 straight wins to begin this season, and coming off a big win at Anderson University less than 48 hours ago. These two teams actually opened the 2020 season against one another. The Cougars victorious 16-2, and they'll be hoping to replicate that performance today. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both these teams. First, for Franklin, in goal is number 50, a senior goalie, Courtney Jones. Number 4, a senior midfielder, Abby Voss. Number 11, a sophomore defender, Devin Kerr. Number 13, a freshman defender, Bella Fry. Number 16, a freshman defender, China Jackson. Number 20, a freshman attacker, Sydney Briggs. Number 22, a sophomore defender, Laura Atkins. Number 23, a sophomore defender, Nyamadzwa Rutendo. Number 24, a freshman defender, Kara Woodard. Number 26, a freshman midfielder, Mia Turnbow. Number 41, a freshman attacker, Bailey Riddle. And number 42, a sophomore attacker, Victoria Simmons. A very young team for Franklin. They'll be hoping to improve on last season. As for the Cougars, it's going to be a very similar starting lineup to what we've seen this season. In goal is number 63, sophomore Ryan McGee. Number 1, sophomore midfielder Sarah Ludwig. Number 5, sophomore midfielder Chloe Schaafsma. Number 7, senior midfielder Elizabeth Cyrus. Number 8, freshman midfielder Jessica Parker. Number 10, sophomore attacker Nina Nays. Number 12, sophomore attacker Riley Ornstein. Number 14, junior attacker Jacqueline Bell. Number 20, junior midfielder Emily Cyrus. Number 21, sophomore attacker Grace Miller. Number 22, sophomore defender Madison Perkins. And number 24, a sophomore attacker Bryn Beto. Just about ready to go here at Concordia Stadium. Again, it's a beautiful day. Temperatures in the mid-upper 50s here, just west of Chicago. Franklin making a relatively short trip over the Illinois-Indiana border. Cougars head coach Russell Allen, now in his 3rd season in charge, and an overall record in the regular season of 17-6. The Cougars also finished off the 2019 regular season very strongly. It has been a long time since these Cougars faced defeat in a regular season matchup. They will be hoping to keep that run going today. Plenty of events going around the Cougars athletics world today. This is the only one at home, but track and field is active today. The baseball team has a doubleheader at DePauw University in Indiana, so plenty of action on a beautiful day for any sport, but particularly here for lacrosse, as referees still trying to get something in order here to start off this game. So far this season, it's been very impressive for the Cougars on their 11-game now winning streak overall in regular season play. Goalkeeper Ryan McGee in the 3 matchups, a 3.67 goals against average. It's been an excellent defensive effort so far, and she's only had to make 16 saves in those 3 games, so relatively quiet on the defensive end, but the Cougars will be perfectly fine with that. So far this season, they're led by sophomore Riley Ornstein with 11 goals on the season. Not quite sure what the delay is here and what the referees are working on, but we do have a bit of a delay here. Still 6 minutes until our scheduled face-off time, so hopefully we will still be on schedule. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. A small crowd here at Concordia Stadium. Family and students from the Concordia community admitted to sporting events, particularly outside like this. Just about ready to go here at Concordia Stadium. Cougars against the Grizzlies. Women's lacrosse Cougars riding an 11-game regular season winning streak dating back almost to a full 2 years. Trying to keep that going today and repeat what they did last season when they blew out the Grizzlies 16-2. A reminder, 2 30-minute halves, and in the second half, if a team leads by double digits, that will result in a running clock. We saw that for most of the second half against Anderson. The other night, Cougars got up 14-4 fairly early in the second half, and time flew by after that. Got to say that the Cougars heavily favored today, not only based on last year's result, but simply looking at the statistics. Last season, in only a few games, Franklin only scored 7 goals. They gave up 51. And the Cougars last season, in their abbreviated season, scored 41 and gave up only 11. So if that gives you any idea of what kind of seasons these teams had in their short campaigns last year. As I mentioned, Ryan McGee for her career, a 3.1 goals against average. Courtney Jones, senior goalie on the other side for her career, a 16.8 goals against average. So it's been two very different stories in recent years for these two teams. Of course, both programs still relatively young. Franklin, though, actually have had a program for a while. Head coach Chris Willem, this is his 4th season as the head coach, but his 7th on the staff here for women's lacrosse. So one of the older programs in the upper Midwest here, especially at the D3 level. And it will be Bailey Riddle against against Emily Cyrus for the opening faceoff. And we've got an infraction by Riddle, and so the Cougars will take possession here to open things up. Left to right, this is Parker. Cyrus going straight to the middle. Cyrus is in and scores. And 12 seconds into the game, Emily Cyrus opens the scoring. Referee will check the stick. But how easy was that? Emily Cyrus gets her 10th goal on the young season, and the Cougars are off and running here in the opening moments of this one. After the infraction on the faceoff, Cyrus took possession, ran 40 yards unchallenged, and beat keeper Courtney Jones, the first of what could be many today for Concordia. Cyrus right back into the faceoff dot at midfield against Riddle. Ball is up and briefly controlled this time by the Grizzlies. We've got a loose ball that was almost collected by Bell. Whistle, though, and the Grizzlies will take possession in the offensive end, looking for an equally quick response. Adkins wheeling around to the far side. Up top now with Simmons unable to control. Ground ball picked up by Elizabeth Cyrus. Head now for Beto. Orenstein able to collect that pass. Orenstein straight ahead, in on goal, runs into a couple of defenders, goes down. And we do have a whistle. And it looks like this is going to be our first free position opportunity of the match. Riley Orenstein. Orenstein straight ahead, and it's a save made, I think, in the end by Jones. Not sure if the ball got knocked out of Orenstein's possession before she got the shot away, but either way, still just 1-0. Fry wheeling back. Jackson struggling to collect this one. Jackson ahead for Kerr. That's knocked away, though, by the Cougars. Loose ball picked up by Parker. Parker up the right sideline will now go straight toward goal. Parker to the middle. Still Parker, had it knocked away. Able to pick up the loose ball, though. as the Cougars try to set up shop here on offense. Cyrus will hand off to her sister. Emily to Elizabeth, junior to senior. Elizabeth back for Emily. Emily to the middle. Emily Cyrus looking for her second goal is forced back. Just a pile of players in front of the net there as the Grizzlies converging. Again, the Cyrus sisters exchange. Elizabeth to the middle. Flag is up. Possession to the Grizzlies. Adkins sprinting up the near side. Trying to create an offensive rush for Franklin. Still Adkins going. Adkins ahead looking for Voss, who would have been in a great position, but that's taken away by Madison Perkins. And Perkins will race the other way now. Perkins ahead for Beto. Cougars midfield working to get up in support as Beto will go behind the net. Nina Nace. Far side now for Sarah Ludwig. Excuse me, no, it's a different player in the helmet. Riley Orenstein. Now Perkins for Parker. Beto. Grace Miller working below the goal line. Now Nace. Cougars taking their time at the moment. Looking to set something up here on the far side of the arc. Into the middle. Shot is high and wide by Orenstein. Cougars will maintain possession. 30 still on the shot clock. Miller didn't see the pass coming. That's going to run out of play. And it will be Grizzlies ball. 4 minutes played here in the opening half. Cougars scored just 12 seconds in to take the lead, and they've intercepted a pass here. So Jessica Parker running straight ahead. Parker in on goal, fighting through traffic. And it's eventually picked up by Jones. But a whistle goes, and I think we might have an opportunity here for the Cougars. And it looks like it's going to be Jessica Parker with a free position opportunity. Parker gets the ball back from Jones, waiting on the referee's whistle. Parker, quick pass, handed off, and the shot is wide from Perkins. A nicely drawn up play there by the Cougars, unable to convert, but they've immediately forced a turnover. This is Orenstein. Cougars dominating possession here in the early minutes. Straight ahead goes Elizabeth Cyrus through traffic. Cyrus all the way. Shot sails high. And another flag is going to be called. And a yellow card is out. And I believe the Cougars are going to have the first woman up advantage of the match here. As indeed, running to the sidelines is number 13, Bella Fry, the guilty party. And this will begin with a free position opportunity for Elizabeth Cyrus. Cyrus, top of the key, straight ahead. Cyrus will shoot, and a save is made by Jones. Ball is loose, picked back up by Orenstein. Orenstein fighting through traffic. Orenstein all the way, scores! 2-0 Cougars. Riley Orenstein gets her 12th of the year. And they immediately take advantage of the woman up opportunity. The ball has hardly been in the defensive half at all for the Cougars in this game. We saw one very brief foray forward by the Grizzlies, but that's been it. And we are back underway, and the Cougars immediately control once again. And another whistle already. And this has been a match full of them so far. And this time it's Rutendo that's being sent to the sideline. So just as the Cougars scored on a player advantage, they're about to get another one right away. Ball currently in possession with Emily Cyrus on the far side. Cyrus to the middle. Orenstein had the ball knocked away, picks it right back up. Can the Cougars capitalize on their numbers once again? Nace behind the net. Miller forced to stay wide. Pass to the middle. And a save is made by Jones. That's a nice stop on the shot from Parker, who picks it right back up. Parker to the middle. Cyrus will fire a shot and score. 3-0 Cougars. And another player advantage goal for Concordia. Or is it? A yellow card is out here. And they're going to call a penalty here against Elizabeth Cyrus, who ended up scoring. So there's no goal, but instead a penalty going to be called. So both teams down a player now. I didn't see Cyrus do anything wrong there, but referee ruled an infraction and quickly the other way, trying to take advantage of maybe a momentum swing here are the Grizzlies. To the middle. Can they get a shot off? No, the shot was fired by Voss, but her stick was empty. Gets it right back. Ball still loose on the ground. McGee trying to scoop it up, for the Cougars. It is still loose, and finally Ryan McGee able to control it. As we've got another whistle. And it was an infraction against the Cougars. Running around the back of the net, here comes Simmons. Simmons out front. Had Fry wide open, couldn't complete the pass. Picked back up by Turnbow. Now Riddle. Riddle around a defender. Riddle trying to get a shot away. Does, and it's a save made by Ryan McGee. Her first save, officially, I believe, of the afternoon. And the first shot on goal today for Franklin. But quickly, here comes Nina Nace the other way. Nace heading to the far corner. And now working her way behind the net. Nace for Miller. Miller trying to work her way to the front. Beto. Emily Cyrus spinning away from a defender. Looking for Orenstein. That's intercepted. And here come the Grizzlies the other way. That pass airmailed. Loose ball fought for. Loose in the middle. Picked up by Orenstein. And we've got a whistle, and a timeout is going to be called by the Cougars. We will take a quick break. It is 2-0 CUC here, still early in the first half. Out of the timeout, still 2-0 Cougars. 21:42 to go here in the opening half. A moment ago, it looked like the Cougars had taken a 3-goal lead, but an Elizabeth Cyrus shot was ruled out for an offensive foul. It will be the Cougars in possession out of the timeout on the far side with Madison Perkins. Cougars working on the far side. This is Riley Orenstein. Nina Nace. Miller. Again, going to try to work her way to the front. Beto. This is Parker. Parker running her right, nowhere to go. Orenstein. Elizabeth Cyrus spinning away from a defender, having to retreat. Back now for Parker. Even when the Cougars dropped the ball, no pressure really being put on from the defense. There's a shot that deflects wide. And we've got a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be a free position opportunity here for Jessica Parker. Parker, straight in on goal, will shoot and a save is made by Jones. Loose ball fought for and picked up by Jackson. Jackson anywhere will do. Missed her intended target, but down the line it's fought for now between Schaafsma and Briggs, but eventually it's the Cougars running away with it, but stepping out of bounds, it looked like was Sarah Ludwig. Simmons taking over. Back for Woodard. Woodard, an errant pass. Loose ball picked up by Orenstein. Orenstein past one defender, trying to spin away from two more, working her way down the far side. No pressure as Orenstein crosses the football goal line into the end zone. Still in possession behind the net. Here's Miller. Beto on the right side now. Parker. Elizabeth Cyrus to her sister Emily. All the way around they go. Cougars looking to close in here. Orenstein twirling, twisting. Orenstein has it knocked away. Able to pick up the loose ball. Plenty of time still to shoot. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Elizabeth Cyrus working her way all the way to the goal, shooting just wide. And that will roll out of the back. Cougars maintain possession here with Miller. Miller throwing it straight out front. A shot comes in and it's a goal. Emily Cyrus picks up her second of the day. Or is it? No goal. Again, it's ruled out. So the Cyrus sisters rejected twice. As meanwhile, Kate Johnson has subbed in for the first time today. Freshman into midfield. And it's Elizabeth Cyrus getting the break. Fry looking to pick up on the far side for the Grizzlies. Defended there by Ludwig. That was knocked away out of midair by Schaafsma. Ball still loose as it trickles toward midfield. Whole group of players around it now. Still nobody with possession. Grizzlies just trying to push it forward, and finally we do get a whistle. And it will be Cougar ball. Looking to work out of trouble here is Perkins. Perkins ahead for Orenstein, and she's got plenty of grass in front of her. Orenstein, full speed ahead, straight at the goal. Still Orenstein. Goes around one defender. Still Orenstein. Goes down. claiming a foul. Clock will stop. Ornstein is limping a bit after that. And Ornstein's going to work her way to the bench. Looks like Elizabeth Cyrus will be coming back in. Cougars will maintain possession. 17:36 here to go in the first half. And the change is made as Cyrus is back in the game. And the Cougars with only one substitute player available, so if Ornstein was unable to continue, that would leave the Cougars at the minimum. They're going to shift around here who's in what position to compensate for Ornstein's absence, as coming forward it looks like is Jacqueline Bell. Cyrus. Elizabeth now handing off to Emily. Bell defended by Rotendo. Ball knocked straight up in the air, and bringing it down is Adkins. And the Grizzlies will look to charge forward again. Only one shot on target still today for the Grizzlies. Can they change that here? Here's Voss working her way outside to in. Voss surrounded by three Cougar defenders. Adkins. Adkins to the middle. Voss straight at the goal. Will get a shot away and score. The Grizzlies get one back, now 2-1 with 16:47 to go here in the first half. The goal for number 4, Abby Voss. It's her first of the season, the 23rd of her career for the senior from Crown Point, Indiana. Face-off, ball's loose, knocked away there by Cyrus. And she'll pick it up. Elizabeth Cyrus straight ahead as the Cougars look to respond. Remember, they scored just 12 seconds into this game. It's been a little slower since. Courtney Jones has made a couple of very good saves, it has to be said, for the Grizzlies. And a couple of goals the Cougars scored have been waved off for offensive fouls. Emily Cyrus working in the middle. Cyrus will spin back. Cyrus trying to get a shot away. It was blocked. And we've got a whistle in there as there was a slash. And it is going to be Cougars' ball. And it will be a free position opportunity here for Emily Cyrus. Cyrus, one of the players who's had a goal waved off today. Can she restore the 2-goal advantage for the Cougars right here? Cyrus straight in on goal, will score easily. That's more like it. Emily Cyrus puts the Cougars back up 3-1. Emily joins her sister on the scoreboard today. Excuse me, no, that's her second today. Sorry, just looking at the wrong Cyrus for that first goal. So 2 goals now for Emily Cyrus on the day. That one coming off a free position opportunity as the referee double checks her stick. Everything checks out, and we'll go back to the middle for a face-off. And good news, Riley Ornstein is back in the game. She'll sub in for Kate Johnson, so good to see that Ornstein's okay. So Cougars lead 3-1, 16:05 left here in the first half. Face-off controlled by the Cougars, and here is Orenstein charging the other way. And now she'll slow up, back for Emily Cyrus. Emily now for Jessica Parker. Parker getting isolated a bit here. Parker spinning in the middle, nowhere to go. Outletting for Elizabeth Cyrus. To Emily. Whistle. And another free position opportunity has been awarded here. It's going to be Emily Cyrus again to take it looks like. Looking for her second goal in 2 minutes and her third of the day. Cyrus, straight ahead, in on goal, scores again! Knocked to the ground in the process. Emily Cyrus gets her third. Or does she? Referee's checking the stick, so the goal has been given. Emily Cyrus gets her third of the day. The Cougars have a fourth. They now lead 4-1. Some confusion there, I think, came from the fact that there might have been a foul called against the Grizzlies for the contact that eventually resulted in Cyrus going down. That explanation is now being given to Coach Russell Allen. No player into the penalty area, though, so we'll continue here. But 4-1, we're now halfway through almost exactly this opening half, and it is 4-1 in favor of the Cougars. And again, they're going to control off the face-off. This is Jessica Parker. Here's Riley Orenstein. Orenstein cutting to the middle through traffic. Ball's loose. Orenstein picking it back up. And a whistle goes. And it's going to be yet another free position opportunity. The Cougars really racking these up now. They've scored on their last two. But this time it will be Riley Orenstein with the opportunity. Orenstein straight ahead, past the defenders, and she'll score. Riley Orenstein gets her second of the day, the Cougars' fifth. And these free position opportunities proving killer right now for Franklin. Although it does seem they're being left with a difficult choice in many circumstances, commit a foul or give up a wide open run to the goal. And over these last few minutes, I can imagine the attackers at the far left end getting a little, I don't want to say bored, but it hasn't been particularly interesting for the three Grizzlies attackers in these last few minutes. And likewise, the Cougar defenders that have to hang back with them. Another faceoff. Can the Grizzlies control? Ball is loose. Grizzlies looked like they had it for a moment. And referee says the Cougars can continue. This is Emily Cyrus striding forward. Cyrus finding an opportunity in the middle. Beto trying to get in on goal. It's a save made by Jones. Ball is still loose. Beto just trying to sweep it in, and it goes wide and rolls out the back. Can the Grizzlies work it out of their own defensive zone? This is Jackson. Surrounded now by Cougar defenders. Had it knocked away. And it will be Cougars' ball. Nace. Pass right out in front. Ball is loose. Elizabeth Cyrus is in there. Right in front of the goalkeeper, but Jones able to corral it. This has really been one of the bigger problems so far today for Franklin. Even when Concordia commit a foul or an infraction in the offensive end, Franklin unable to get out of their own zone. And the same is true here as this loose ball is collected by Emily Cyrus. And a whistle goes. And play will resume. Beto on the right. Grace Miller. Nina Nace. Nace straight out in front. That's a nice pass, and it's a goal. Nace the feed to Emily Cyrus. She's got a fourth, and the Cougars have 6. A nice cut to the middle by Cyrus. A great find by Nina Nace, who will pick up the assist, her 6th of the season. So it's another goal for the Cougars. Grizzlies not able to get anything going right now, even in terms of possession. They'll make a couple of substitutions, hoping to shake things up. 12:25 to go here in the first half. 6-1 Concordia. And again, off the faceoff, it's the Cougars straight ahead into offense again. Orenstein. CUC right back on the attack. It's where they've basically spent the last 10 minutes of game time. Nays. Grace Miller. Bryn Beto. Worked back to the middle now, where the Cyrus sisters can control. Ornstein on the far side. Miller behind the net. Nowhere to go. A couple players converging to the center. Miller out to the front. Still Miller. And a whistle goes. And it's going to be another free position opportunity for the Cougars. Only question is who's taking it. It's going to be Grace Miller. So that charge to the middle pays off for this opportunity. Will it pay off with a goal? Miller shooting right into the net of Jones. But here again is the task for Franklin. Can they get out of their own end? Kerr. Into midfield. Kerr has it knocked away. A foul is going to be called here. Grizzlies maintain possession. Kerr to Turnbow. This is the first time that the Grizzlies have been past midfield in at least 7 or 8 minutes of clock time. Turnbow telegraphed that pass. It's easily intercepted by Jessica Parker, and here come the Cougars the other way. Parker ahead for Beto. Beto charging straight in on goal. Beto all the way. Has it knocked away. She goes down, runs into another player in the process. And a yellow card is coming out here. The call's against number 16, China Jackson. And at least for now, it will be a free position opportunity, it looks like, for Bryn Beto. Beto straight ahead will let a shot go and score. You saw it coming. Beto grabbing the bottom of her stick, trying to get that velocity behind the shot. She did, and it beat Courtney Jones. Bryn Beto gets her 4th goal of the season, the Cougars' 7th of the afternoon, and the lead just keeps growing for CUC. All Cougars here. It was a little back and forth in the opening couple of minutes, similar to what we saw the Cougars do at Anderson the other night, where it was pretty evenly matched early, and then all Cougars. They've controlled another face-off here. Cyrus straight ahead. Clock ticking down to 10 minutes to go here in the opening half. Cyrus still going. Cyrus forced wide. And the Cougars will reset. Clearing out, though, for Cyrus to work to the middle. Parker. Into the middle looking for Orenstein. Orenstein trying to get positioning. Orenstein around a defender. Nice move and a nice goal. Riley Orenstein shifting around a defender and finishing it off with another goal for the Cougars. Her 3rd of the day. 8-1 now the lead. And the Grizzlies will take a timeout. Understandable here. They got to get something going. Cougars continuing to build. It's 8-1 here. Just under 10 minutes to go in the first half. out of the Franklin timeout following that goal. Now 8-1 Cougars. Emily Cyrus has 4. Riley Ornstein has 3. And Bryn Beto's got 1 to complete the scoring for the Cougars. On the other side, Abby Voss has notched the lone response for Franklin. So far in this game, shots 18-2 in favor of the Cougars. And they've only lost 1 faceoff. Again, it's Riddle against Cyrus in the circle. Right on the Cougar logo at midfield. Loose ball is again controlled by the Cougars, and it's Emily Cyrus bringing it away. Riley Ornstein now. Ornstein straight ahead into traffic. Still Ornstein picks up the loose ball and scores. Concentration. Riley Ornstein had it knocked away, immediately regathered, got the ball straight into shooting position, beat the goalkeeper Jones. It is all Concordia, 9-1 now here. Riley Ornstein and Emily Cyrus might get into a personal competition today to see who scores more goals. They're both at 4 right now. We've still got 9:34 to go in the opening half. No answers from the Grizzlies defensively. Their struggles beginning in that faceoff circle. Another relevant stat from last season. In their 5 games, the Cougars posted a plus 21 turnover margin. Last season, in just 3 games, the Grizzlies had a turnover margin of negative 44. And Emily Cyrus went too quickly on that faceoff, so the Grizzlies, after losing, the last 7 or 8 of those, get free possession here. Turnbow has it almost knocked away. Tried to find a pass there for Kerr, but the Cougars have it back. The referee says they can continue. Everyone stopped for a moment. Now here goes Elizabeth Cyrus waiting for help as she was 1-on-3 for the moment. Cyrus will take her time circling behind the net. Cyrus, Ornstein. Riley Ornstein in the middle, couldn't get the shot away and will retreat. Parker. Beto. Grace Miller. Nina Nace. Nace wide for Ornstein. Madison Perkins trying to get in on the attack. Perkins, nice move, shooting, scoring, top corner, Madison Perkins. What a shot. Perkins, either usually a defender or a more defensive-minded midfielder, but she gets in on the act. Her 3rd goal of the season, and the Cougars into double digits on the strike from the sophomore from Louisville. A reminder that a 10-goal margin would see us have a running clock here at Concordia Stadium. The Cougars just 1 goal away from triggering that as they lead 10-1, 8:26 to go here in the first half. As I said in the open, they won 16-2 in this matchup last year. They are well on their way to at least equaling that, if not outdoing themselves. And again, it's a Cougar-controlled draw, and again, it's Emily Cyrus straight away. Riley Ornstein's open right in front of the goal. The pass, though, just off the mark. Excuse me, that was Nina Nace, who's now picked up the loose ball, who was open. Nace, nice move. Couldn't get the shot to go. The spinorama opening up the opportunity. Grace Miller, straight out front. Beto was there, couldn't secure the pass. It's knocked loose and picked up here by Devin Kerr. Kerr has it knocked away by Ornstein. Wow, Ornstein knocks the ball away and in one movement catches it out of the air. Impressive defense there by the Cougars attacker, who's now in possession behind the net. Right out front, trying to feed Emily Cyrus. Going down there is Abby Voss. Ball is loose. Referee is going to say there was a foul involved there. So the Grizzlies will maintain possession. Abby Voss to restart things here for Franklin. But airmails the pass out of bounds on the far side. And that has been the issue for the Grizzlies. Just those first passes off of restarts not going their way. Franklin insisting this should be their ball, or at least on the far side. Bella Fry was. Referee says nope, Cougars. And here comes Jessica Parker straight ahead. Parker, full sprint. Parker straight in on goal. Still Parker. Parker all the way, and somehow that didn't go in. But a foul is called, and maybe that's the reason. And it's going to be a free position opportunity. I was going to say, couldn't think Parker could have missed from about 2 feet out there unabated, but referees say there was a foul, and so now Jessica Parker will have another shot. Parker, straight ahead, in on goal. It's wide. Not sure if Jones got anything on that. And the Grizzlies again will try to control from the very back here. Jackson, Kerr. Kerr's got the speed to get away. And there's going to be a foul called on the Cougars as Ornstein intercepted the pass. Kerr again looking for teammates. And again, the pass is not completed. Ball's going to stay in play on the far side, and it's picked up by Ornstein. No, loose. It's out of play. Cougars ball, points the referees. And we're under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 10-1 Cougars. Madison Perkins in possession to restart here. Finds Ornstein. Nina Nace, Grace Miller, Bryn Beto. Kate Johnson, who subbed back in. Emily Cyrus. Ornstein for Nace as they continue to work it around. Nace bringing the ball out front, spinning, trying to get position. Nace will shoot. Shot was blocked. And it's picked up by Jones. But again, plenty of pressure coming from the Cougars. And again, it's a poor pass by the Grizzlies, who just are barely able to keep it in play on the near side with Kerr. Kerr pressured there by Beto and Miller. Goes down. Foul called on the Cougars. Kerr back for Jackson. Jackson has that pass blocked by Emily Cyrus. Beto able to pick up the loose ball. Was trying to find Nace. Still loose. Beto able to recontrol. 4:40 to go here in the first half. Emily Cyrus now for the Cougars. Cyrus far side for Ornstein. Nace behind the net again. Again finding Miller. Johnson. Beto, who's playing a more up top position at the moment with Johnson working on that right wing. Elizabeth Cyrus is again the player getting a break here. Johnson. Beto. Jessica Parker at the point. Emily Cyrus. Emily to the middle. Forced back. Ornstein trying to go through traffic, and a foul is called. And it will be a free position opportunity Looks like for Emily Cyrus, who scored her last two, looking for her fifth goal of the opening half. Cyrus in on goal. Emily Cyrus will shoot and score again. Emily Cyrus has 5. The Cougars have 11. They lead by 10 here late in the first half. Emily Cyrus now with 14 goals on the year and now 62 in her career. And there's the signal. We now have a running clock with just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. It will remain that way for the remainder of the game unless Franklin are able to reduce the deficit to single digits. To illustrate the difference that can make, this first half is going to clock in right around 1 hour in total time. We could, in theory, cut that in half in the second half due to the running clock. Bit of a delay there as they need somebody to take this face-off for Franklin. And it's going to be Laura Adkins on this occasion. Grizzlies looking to finally control here. It's fought for. Ball squirts out toward the Cougars' goal, but alert to the danger was Madison Perkins, who picks it up. Perkins looking to get out of trouble. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Finding Emily Cyrus. Cyrus just striding away from Grizzlies defenders. Far side Orenstein, who will be looking to get her 5th goal to keep up with Emily Cyrus. Grace Miller behind the net. Kate Johnson, and certainly a few of these other Cougars will be looking to get on the score sheet themselves. Beto. Cyrus miscontrols, but no pressure. Ornstein. Nace. Miller. Beto. Clock ticking down to a minute to go here in the first half. Cyrus straight ahead. Back out for Parker. Parker looking inside. Plenty of players there. Ball came back. Ball's now knocked loose. A whistle goes. And we're going to have a free position opportunity again. And I believe it's going to be a chance for Jessica Parker. Clock still running, of course. So if she scores, this could be the final action of the first half. Parker in on goal, will shoot, and a save is made by Jones. Ball fought for. Behind the net. Picked up by Miller. 20 seconds to go in the half. Beto. 13 seconds. Perkins. Parker, excuse me. Far side now Orenstein. Miller with 5 seconds. Kate Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Clock will tick down. The buzzer will sound, and the first half comes to an end. It is all Cougars so far. They lead at the break 11-1. And we are back, second half about to start here at Concordia Stadium. It's been all Cougars so far. They lead the Franklin College Grizzlies 11-1. Alex Campbell with you today for Cougars Lacrosse. Cougars en route to a 4-0 start to this season. Looking to build on a 5-0 record, last year. So far, the goals in this game, Emily Cyrus has 5, Riley Ornstein with 4, and Madison Perkins with 1, Bryn Beto with 1 as well. Clock will be a running clock as long as the Cougars are able to maintain a 10-goal or more lead. The opening faceoff of the second half, and the Cougars control. They'll go right to left in this half. In all white, the Grizzlies in navy. Here is Emily Cyrus. Return pass there from Jessica Parker. Emily for her sister Elizabeth. Ornstein behind the net for Nace. Miller. About to see if the Cougars are even more patient than they were in the first half. Often going straight on the attack. They could use more of the shot clock. Given the lead, but again with a running clock, it doesn't matter all that much as Elizabeth hands to Emily. Emily inside, Grace Miller well positioned, can't get the shot away. Nace. Miller was only a foot or two away from the goal, but she had no way to get a shot. We've got a whistle, flag is up. And will it be the first free position opportunity of the second half? Referees will conference. And it will be. Going to start at a tight angle. Can Riley Ornstein get to the goal before any defenders can catch her? Ornstein straight in. Ornstein has to pull back. Elizabeth Cyrus. Another whistle. And now it will be another free position chance. This time for Elizabeth Cyrus, looking straight away. Elizabeth not on the goal sheet yet today. Can she add her name to the tally? Cyrus, straight ahead, will shoot and score! Elizabeth Cyrus gets her first of the day, her 7th of the season, and the Cougars off and running in this second half. Clock does still stop for goals, but that's 12-1 now. The Cougars lead as Elizabeth Cyrus becomes the 5th goal scorer today for the Cougars. Adding to a strong career resume, this now her 38th game for CUC, and that is her 22nd goal. And we're going to see a switch up here. Sarah Ludwig is going to go into attacking position, and Grace Miller is going to come back and play defense. Was wondering at halftime if we might start to see this. If the score continues to build in CUC's favor, will some of the defenders get a chance to contribute on offense? And Sarah Ludwig is going to get that chance. But immediately it's the Cougars back on the attack. Ornstein working her way toward the net. Ornstein all the way. Ornstein will shoot, and it's just wide. I think it might have been saved by Jones. As Ornstein went right around Rotendo, the defender. Grizzlies trying to get out of their own end with Jackson. Knocked away by the Cougars and picked up by Nace. Nina Nace working behind the net. Nowhere to go, so she'll find Ornstein. Cyrus. And again, the sisters exchanging passes. Have mostly been the two midfield players at the top of the key in the offensive end. Ludwig for Nace. Ornstein. Elizabeth Cyrus to Emily. Emily directing traffic for the players behind the net. Elizabeth, Orenstein, Sarah Ludwig. Ludwig sizing up her options. Ludwig will spin to the net. Ludwig will shoot. Save made. Ball is loose. Grizzlies player goes down. Ball is still loose. Nace, no look. Shot is in. The referee, though, has given a yellow card. And it looks like that Nace on that no-look shot caught someone on the follow-through, so she's penalized and will head off. Looks like it was number 13, Bella Fry, who was on the other end of that contact. So the goal does not count. And it'll be an advantage here for the Grizzlies. Jones. Kerr on the far side. Grizzlies just trying to get upfield. That pass is dropped, but picked back up. Knocked away by Grace Miller. Miller quickly ahead. Here's Orenstein charging in on goal, but she's got no help and was looking at 4 or 5 defenders. And so she will pull wide here and reset the Cougars' offense. Almost 5 minutes have already ticked away here in the second half. 1 goal so far in this frame for the Cougars, which was scored by Elizabeth Cyrus. And again, the Cougars are going to shuffle who's playing where. Emily Cyrus is going to drop back into a defensive position. Grace Miller back on the attack here, but I expect we'll continue to see the Cougars change up the positioning on the field, as they've looked very confident in holding possession this entire game. Here's Parker. And finally, some defensive pressure coming from the Grizzlies. The entire first half, we saw them just sit off and let the Cougars do whatever they wanted. And finally, they're putting up a fight. Perkins has been forced wide. She'll find Elizabeth Cyrus. Cyrus splits 2 defenders. Cyrus in on goal will shoot and score. Elizabeth Cyrus right between 2 onrushing Grizzlies. And then all she had to do was beat the goaltender. It's a goal for the Cougars. And Elizabeth Cyrus has her second of the half, her second of the game. And it's 13-1 Concordia. Updating the goal totals. Emily Cyrus has 5. Riley Orenstein with 4. Elizabeth Cyrus with 2. Madison Perkins and Bryn Beto each have 1. The lone goal remains for Abby Voss for the Grizzlies. The shot total is now 28-2 in favor of CUC. Grizzlies control momentarily. That pass knocked away by Riley Orenstein. And the Cougars will retake over possession. We don't have official possession numbers listed, but it is, if I had to guess, it is something in the range of 90% that the ball has been controlled by the Cougars. Could be an opportunity here. Cougars goalie Ryan McGee has only had 1 save to make in this game. She has faced 2 shots. 1 went in, the other was saved. So it's been a quiet day. There's a nice interception, though. But a whistle goes behind the play. Wondering if someone was offside. Possession is going to be given back to the Cougars, and this is Nina Nace, who will make her way to her usual position below the goal line. where, as usual today, she's joined by Grace Miller. Miller in possession now. Emily Cyrus to Elizabeth. Riley Orenstein. Nina Nace. Next pass would usually go to Miller. And it does. Miller looking to the middle. Under pressure. Beto. She'll work her way behind the net now to take up Miller's usual position. And now she'll go back to Miller. Miller. Emily Cyrus. Bobbles for a moment, regains. Cyrus. Inside, no one there. Went all the way through. Ball battled for in the corner. Picked up by Claire Cherry. But it will be... No, it will be Grizzlies' ball. I thought the referee might have signaled the Cougars were to take over. Adkins. Working up the near side. Tiptoeing the sideline. It's going to be a foul, though, called against Orenstein rather than out of bounds on the Grizzlies. Turnbow. Splitting a couple defenders. Lost control. Still Turnbow. Manages to stay in bounds. Surrounded by defenders, and the ball comes loose. Same team there as Chloe Schaafsma battling with Emily Cyrus for possession. Ball's flicked forward by the Grizzlies, who now pick it up with Turnbow. Nowhere to go. And Nace picks up the loose ball. Nina Nace away from traffic. Nace accelerating forward. And again, now the Cougars will settle into this half-field offense, so to speak, and slow things down. Miller. Beto. Emily Cyrus. Madison Perkins. Orenstein. Trying to get to the net. Orenstein all the way. Orenstein to the goal. Will score. Blowing right by a couple of Grizzly defenders went Riley Orenstein. She's got her fifth tally of the day. It is 14-1 Cougars. Clock now under 19 minutes to go here in the second half. And another draw that is immediately controlled. That was nifty by Emily Cyrus. One-handed flicked it in the air and was able to recollect. She's had a great game today. The junior from Chicago, graduate of Lane Tech. Now she's just happy to hold on to the ball. Kate Johnson has subbed back in, again replacing Elizabeth Cyrus. And Emily is still in possession here. Clock has stopped. I don't know what the issue was. Looked like the Grizzlies were ruled to have one too many players inside the 30-yard line. So now the clock is running again, but nothing really different than when it was stopped there, as Emily Cyrus continues to just hold on to the ball. Cyrus will now look to make a move. And she'll quickly retreat. Again, Grizzlies deciding to put no pressure here. Shielding a bit is Fry, but no one really challenging Cyrus as she gives it off to Jacqueline Bell. Bell, haven't seen her much on the attack today, so she's getting a chance here, as is Sarah Ludwig at the moment. Ludwig cutting to the middle. Sarah Ludwig all the way will shoot. Save made by Jones. Jones with a pass to the far side. Grizzlies able to control, and away comes Fry. Fry crisscrossing from left to right. Ahead for Kerr. Grizzlies haven't had a shot since the opening 5 minutes of the game. Could they get one here? Voss goes down. A foul's going to be called against Madison Perkins. Play restarts for the Grizzlies. This is the first offensive set of this nature we have seen. It's the first in this half, and they really only had one or two of these the entire first half. A rare chance here to the middle, and it's a shot and it's a goal. Abby Voss gets hers and the team's second of the afternoon. Now 14-2, Cougars. Clock now reaches the halfway point of the second half, 14-2, as the Cougars maintain a double-digit lead. Voss gets her second goal of the day, and the 24th of her career in 25 games. Senior midfielder from Crown Point, Indiana. Upcoming schedule for the Cougars. They've got two more home games coming up next. Thursday, March 18th, they'll host Loras College, followed by a matchup next Sunday against Wartburg College. Game on Thursday is at 2 p.m. and the one on Sunday at 3:30. You can join us right here on the CUC Sports YouTube page for all your Cougar athletic action. Plenty of it to come here in this spring semester. Still yet to have our first baseball or softball broadcast, men's soccer, football, of course, upcoming in a couple weeks as well. And that's some rare Grizzlies pressure. Annalise Cyrus. Defenders are now deciding to back off a little bit. Here's Ludwig. Ludwig for Parker. Parker nowhere to go. Annalise Cyrus. Cyrus will shoot, and a save is made by Jones. Courtney Jones has actually made several saves today. And a whistle called against the Cougars. Grizzlies again trying to work their way out of their defensive end. Pass just lobbed to the middle. Fortunate to keep possession for the moment. This is Adkins. Adkins forced to the near sideline by 3 different Cougars. Adkins circling back to the middle. Adkins ahead. Finding Briggs. Briggs losing control. But a foul called against Madison Perkins. Play resumes. Briggs straight ahead. Looking down low. Charging out of her net came McGee. And Ryan McGee now charging toward the corner. Will decide to come back. Net at the moment is empty as McGee gets back in position. To the outside now, Adkins. Plenty of room. Kerr left wide open will shoot, and it's an easy save in the end for Ryan McGee, who will quickly get it forward. Looking for Ludwig. Pass knocked away by Woodard. To the middle now, finding Kerr. But that's taken away. Charging the other way comes Jessica Parker now. Parker flanked by 2 Grizzlies defenders. It's knocked away. But a whistle goes behind the play and a timeout has been called. CUC takes time. 11:15 to go in this one. Cougars lead by 12. $11:15 to go here at Concordia Stadium. Beautiful afternoon. Hope you're enjoying it. In addition to the Cougars being on their way to a big victory here against Franklin College. Out of the timeout, it is Cougars ball. Emily Cyrus. Pushed back. Cyrus trying to find Jacqueline Bell, picking up the loose ball. Bell on the attack. Bell to the middle. Jacqueline Bell will shoot. It's off the crossbar. Play is stopped, and it looks like it's going to be a free position opportunity. So referee's going to say she was impeded. And Jacqueline Bell will have a look at her first goal of the year, potentially. And Kerr quickly converging there. It was a brief chance for Jacqueline Bells. That shot goes wide from a spinning Sarah Ludwig. Kate Johnson picking that one up. Finding Ludwig. Bryn Beto. Emily Cyrus. So we're under 10 minutes now in this one. Bell will have another go. That's knocked away by Kerr. And here come the Grizzlies the other way. Showing off her speed here is Laura Adkins straight up the middle. Adkins ahead, has a player in behind, and that ball will roll out of play behind the goal. That was Sydney Briggs making the dart toward goal, but unable to be found with the pass. Making her way up the far sideline now. And through midfield is Orenstein. Handing off here for Sarah Ludwig. To the middle for Parker. Parker back for Perkins. Perkins inside. Looking to spin and fire. Shot is Beto who scores. Nice work there by Bryn Beto to work her way to the middle. And then fire that shot straight past Jones in the Grizzlies' goal. 15 for the Cougars. Beto's second of the afternoon. Not sure why, but we've got My Heart Will Go On playing as the music following that goal for Beto. 15-2 now, the Cougars lead. Clock continues to run, now down to 7.5 minutes to go. Face-off is loose. Loose ball is picked up by Bella Fry. Voss. Abby Voss, the only player to score today, has both goals for the Grizzlies. Voss working her way to the middle. It's knocked loose. Picked up by Miller. Trying to spin away from traffic. Ball comes loose again. Voss trying to regather and does. She finds Kerr. Kerr really never had control of that. Chloe Schaafsma now. Schaafsma looking ahead for Perkins. And here come the Cougars. Perkins with options ahead of her. Still Perkins going. Perkins for Beto. 6 minutes to go. Beto to the middle, finding Ludwig. Took a moment to gather. Ludwig will shoot, and it's wide. This is Woodard. And the pass incomplete for Voss. And Nina Nace quickly the other way. Emily Cyrus with it now. Down to 5 minutes left. That ball was knocked away. Here comes Atkins. She showed off her speed before, and here she goes again. Atkins looking ahead for Voss, who was in behind, but a whistle goes. And it looks like the Grizzlies took a timeout before that pass was thrown. Abby Voss was going to be cleared on goal. Could have been a hat trick for her, not to be as of yet. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this one. All Cougars, they lead 15-2. That's all right. 4:30 to go. All Cougars here at Concordia Stadium today. 15-2 they lead. The restart after the Grizzlies took that last time out, not realizing they were about to have a phenomenal scoring opportunity, and instead now it's the Cougars coming the other way with Beto. Beto finding Parker. Parker for Bell. Jacqueline Bell charging forward. Kate Johnson on the far side. Bell. Inside looking for Ludwig. Ball was knocked away and eventually is picked up by the goaltender Courtney Jones. Ball's loose and is taken right back away by the Cougars. Ludwig in on goal. Ludwig all the way. Goes down. No whistle. And here come the Grizzlies with Woodard. Knocked away by Schaafsma. Schaafsma trying to find the loose ball. Grizzlies player goes down. Still loose. And eventually, out of the pile comes Emily Cyrus. 3:15 to go. Bell pushed back. Defended here by Turnbow. Bell splitting defenders but lost the ball. Whistle goes. Cougars maintain possession. Bell in the far corner. Ludwig making a run toward the goal. Still Bell. Looking to find Johnson. Was knocked away. Picking it up for a moment was Atkins. And knocked away from behind there by Emily Cyrus. Under 2 minutes to go. Ludwig. Sarah Ludwig zigzagging to the middle. Will shoot. And I think the save was made by Jones. She's tried that move a couple of times, Ludwig, trying to get right to the net. She's intercepted a pass here. The shot clock and game clock now with just a 1 or 2 second difference. So if they chose to, Concordia could just hold the ball here. Or will they look to add one more? Bell to the middle, had it knocked away. Ball's loose right in front of the goal crease, but it is picked up by Jones. Under a minute now. Ball was knocked loose. Picked up by Perkins. Beto looking for Johnson. Ball falls to Cherry. 30 seconds left. And leaving the ball behind there was Woodard. Bell. Jacqueline Bell will charge towards goal. Still Bell all the way. Knocked away at the last moment. But a whistle goes. And the clock will continue to run here. I think it was supposed to be a free position opportunity for Jacqueline Bell. Not sure if she's even going to bother to take it as the clock runs down. The buzzer sounds, and that brings this one to an end. It's another win for the Cougars. They defeat the Grizzlies 15-2. They're 4-0 on the season. The Grizzlies 0-2. Thanks so much for watching this presentation of CUC Sports. The Cougars get a win here in women's lacrosse today. Stay tuned. The schedule only getting busier as we go on in March, and we'll see you next time.